Oh, your name is Joko?
It's a nickname based on my last name, which is Jizokis.
Oh, okay.
I had a coach.
Joko for Joko.
I had a coach in high school who couldn't say Jizokis. You mentioned the NRA was involved with gun laws. I hadn't heard about that. I heard about Trump being involved with so many of that. I'm curious how the NRA was involved.
Well, the NRA has a long sordid history when it comes to gun laws, up to and including the mother of all gun laws, the NFA. They are the ones who actually wrote the NFA, the National Firearms Act, in response to, because it turns out when you make something illegal, you empower criminal organizations, believe it or not. I know it's probably a shocking revelation to you. During the alcohol prohibition, the gangs became very powerful because suddenly they were the only ones that could sell alcohol. That's how the Kennedy dynasty was created. It was Joe Kennedy running rum, right? Al Capone, all these big-time gangsters, and they are fighting in the streets with machine guns. And the politician said, the problem here is the machine guns. It's not the people with them. It's not the criminal organization we created with our laws. And so they passed the NFA, which was written by the National Rifle Association. Moving forward into today, the NRA has either been silent or supportive of various laws that directly infringe upon the rights of the people to keep and bear arms, whether we're talking about stop and frisk, whether we're talking about red flag laws, whether we're talking about bans on bump stocks and suppressors and other accessories. And it doesn't seem intuitive, right? Because they say that they're here to protect our right to keep and bear arms. But we have to follow the money. Who funds the NRA? Gun manufacturers, largely. And where does that money go? The Republican Party. This is a slush fund. It is a slush fund that gun manufacturers give to the Republican Party and to a much lesser extent the Democrat Party. Why? To protect their interests. Not to protect your interests as gun owners, to protect their interests as gun manufacturers. So, for example, if you can make bump stocks, you can eventually grow that into a big enough business where you can start making other weapons as well. Or the gun manufacturers that are in place don't want new, innovative competitors, so what's the best way to stop them? Stop them from being able to sell the lower-cost accessories that get them into the market. Doesn't bother them. They're not making any of that stuff. They don't care about your right to keep and bear arms. They just want you to only be able to buy guns from them. Why do they like when Democrats are in office or Republicans are in office? They can scare you. They can say, someone's coming to take your guns. Nancy Pelosi is coming to take your gun. Quick, go out and buy guns from our manufacturers that sponsor us. Don't 3D print a gun, which, by the way, they've been very supportive of any kind of regulations or threatened regulations against 3D printing a weapon. Because, lo and behold, if you want to make your own weapon, perfect, which is and should be perfectly legal, they have a major problem with that because you're not buying it from one of their sponsors. So that has been a long, sordid history with the NRA. As someone running for national office, I don't want to side with another organization that's a gun rights group, but I'm certain that many other people here can tell you other good gun rights groups that actually do support gun rights and aren't in bed with major crony corporations.